What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. It's Thursday, the day after New Comic Book Day. Today I am going to get into and review some of the new comic books that I have read this week. We'll probably talk about a few that came out last week, and we're definitely going to talk about some Rippaverse and a little bit more than that. But if you're not already, please make sure you're subscribed if you like what you're seeing on this channel. If you don't, it's okay. I completely understand. But, if you do like it, consider, subscribing. Hit the little bell so you get all those notifications. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you don't. It's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. And you know what? Like, I sometimes I feel like I need more thumbs down. But thank you all so much for being here today. In case you guys can't tell, we are getting close to 2,000 subscribers here on the channel. As soon as we do, we are doing a giveaway. Thank you to the great folks over at Horizon Comics for donating these. We are giving these away right here. This is Radio Apocalypse issue number 1. This is the Horizon Comics and Collectibles shop exclusive. This is their first ever shop exclusive. We'll be giving these away as soon as we hit 2,000 subscribers. All you gotta do to get entered into that is be subscribed to the channel. Make sure you like this video. Leave a comment down in the comments. So you definitely gotta leave a comment down in the comment section on this video or any of the comic book reviews that I have done here on this channel. I even went out of my way and made a nice little playlist here on the channel where you can go and check those out. Leave some comments on those videos for more chances to win Radio Apocalypse issue number 1. This is the Horizon Comics and Collectibles exclusive done by artist Brian Lopez. A very nice cover. Also, if you do like this channel and you like what we're doing here, maybe consider becoming a channel member, one of the Myrtle Maniacs. We are getting ready to give away this copy right here of Lady Death. This is Sacrificial Annihilation. This is chapter 14 of the Lady Death in the Coffin Comics universe by Brian Pulido and all of the great people there at Coffin Comics. One of our lucky channel members will be winning this here. Maybe we'll do the drawing tomorrow. But yeah, and to get entered into that one, all you gotta do is be a channel member. That's it. Now the only thing is, when you win one, we've been doing about we're gonna be doing about 4 of these a year. So about every 3 months we're gonna be doing one of these. Now, if you win one this year, like if you win one, like you don't for the next, handful of, basically the next 3, a year, unless we do different giveaways and stuff like that. Like other giveaways, definitely, but like some of these ones here we're doing with these specific comic books and things like that will be, limited on those. But I have a feeling we're going to be doing some other giveaways for some of our channel members here very soon as well. But thank you all so much for being here today. Again, make sure that you hit that like button. And yeah, let's get into the live chat, see who all we've got here, and then we'll get into some new comic books today. I see we have got my man Lord Veedo in the building, or at least he was here when I put up the post getting ready to go live. How are you doing, Lord Veedo? I hope all is going well. One of the Myrtle Maniacs, we've got my man Mike Stanchill Porter in the building. Yes, we also got Star Wars MCU OG. Oh, and Perry Comics in the house lurking, huh? I see you out there, Perry. I see you. So, anyway, I see Mike Stanchill Porter here says, people that don't feel Phase 4, people that don't feel Phase 4 because they expect so much. They say it's a bore. They are not enjoying what is in front of all the story and lore. They forgot to make a film is a chore, so they rather complain and hope for more. Just go watch Cavill, you whore. Some say Phase 4 is a snore. Yes, great. Love it. Boom! You looking for this? Thank you so much, Jared Dyer, with a 4-month member super chat. Thank you so much for being here, Jared. I hope you're having a very good day today as well. Oh, just Fernie in the... Oh, okay. Everybody's lurking today. All right. Well, thank you all so much for being here today. And this, you know what? Technology, man. I was trying to start the stream here earlier, and Streamlabs has this little app that you can do it on your phone, you can do it on your iPad and stuff like that, and it helps you control basically your whole little studio and everything. Like when I switch, scenes and everything like that, I can just do it through this little app on my phone. Like Right. Like right if you go right in here. Oh wait, no, that's the. Oh wait, no, that's wrong one. That's the. That's the. Anyway, yeah, there. This little app right here. It lets you control, but as you can see, all the controls aren't coming up. So I'm not sure what's going on with it. Yeah, my screen is dirty as hell. What the hell? Oh, it's just got some water spots on it. But yeah, so it wasn't working, so I couldn't easily switch my screens. I'm sitting here I'm having to do it all manually by mouse now, by mouse. You know, because I don't have keyboard shortcuts set up. Although after experiencing this so many times, I think I probably need to. But anyway, guys, we've got some very, very great comic books to talk about this week. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Thirsty. Thirsty. Mike Porter with a 25-month member member chat says, I've been here forever. Thanks for sharing. Christopher Barker, thank you so much for being here. Hey, Christopher. I was watching your video earlier of your CD collection. Yeah, got some old 80s rock going on there. Thank you so much for being here. So guys, you know, one of the things you guys know, I don't really read many DC comic books or anything. I'm not really big into DC here on the channel, but sometimes you just get something out of a comic book that I just feel like I really I needed this. This was something I needed. But this right here, this week I actually have a DC book. This is Artemis issue #1. Artemis Wanted issue #1. Now I'm not sure if this is a new ongoing series or anything like that. I'm not exactly for sure. This is on DC Comics, and you know, like I said, I don't read much DC here, but I had to get this one because of the artist who is doing this book. But getting into this book, it's about this character Artemis, who is an Amazon. She's part of this particular tribe of Amazons, and man, I can't remember what particular tribe of Amazons it was that she is part of. But basically, she ended up she murdered Hippolyta, who is, you know, like was she the queen of the Amazons, and she have something to do with, I don't know. Anyway, she ended up murdering her, so she's being hunted. That's why she's wanted, and she's being hunted here because she ended up doing murdering basically the queen here, and you know it's treason, right? So she's being hunted, and you can see that there's people going here. The people here hunting her have different feelings while still having the same wanting to do the same thing here. Wanting to do the same thing. You know what I did? I forgot here. There we go. So these characters here, they're out after kind of they got the same goal to bring Artemis to justice here as they are hunting her down. Now I believe this probably this story probably started in Trial of the Amazons, I'm guessing. Is that what it was they were doing over there? I don't know. Like I said, I don't read DC Comics. But I was just, you know, I read this one, and reading this, you know, you can see Artemis is on the run. She's there. She comes to this town where there are these monsters and just some peculiar things going on, and she ends up running into Freya, another one of the Amazons here. So they're sitting there. She's there in this town trying to stop these monsters, and it turns out that like Freya and her daughter that she has is kind of behind all of this. And we can see that eventually what happens is she is there in this town putting a stop to these monsters. It kind of draws the attention of these people who are hunting her down. And Artemis of the Bana Migdal. Yeah, Bana Migdal. There you go. Must be the Bana Migdal tribe, right? But yes, and who do we got here? Cassie. Cassie, it looks like she's kind of like Wonder Girl or something, because the little suit that she wears in here. I don't know. Is that right there? Does anybody know? Let's go right here. I don't know who this girl right here is either. But she's being hunted. They get they find her. They hunt her down, and to bring her to justice and find out exactly what happened. Why she murdered Queen Hippolyta and things like that. Well, she ends up, you know, they put up a fight and all that stuff, and she ends up going back to face basically her judgment there. But we actually come to find out that it was all done right here. That it was all actually done according to plan. It was kind of exactly what they planned to happen. And so basically, she's absolved of her crimes, essentially. So, again, I don't read much DC or anything, but I thought this book was pretty good. Written by Veedo Ayala. And again, the reason that I bought this book is because of the artist, which is Skylar Patridge, who is an artist. I really enjoy her work. The colors in here are by Pat Brousseau. No, the letter Romulo Fajardo Jr. is on colors. Pat Brousseau is on letters. I'll show you those names right there. Oh, here. Sorry. Oh, microphone got in the way there. There we go. You can see those names right there. Now, again, I picked up this book because I really like Skylar Patridge's art, and she's not doing a whole lot of other books right now. She's been doing some covers. You know about that Something Is Killing the Children cover for issue number 21 a few weeks, a couple months ago. I had to get it just because I like her art. As well as, there was I think there's one that's getting ready to come out. Is it next week that Something Is Killing the Children? That she also did another shop exclusive for as well. I went and picked that up as well. But that's the reason I picked this up. And, you get in here, open this very first page. And, I can't tell if you got how well you guys can see all this. But I guarantee you this don't really do it justice. You get in here and you look at the art. The colors are very good on here too, but Skylar Patridge's art. Oh, and then you turn to the second page, and this is absolutely great. Look at this great horror stuff right here. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Then now you go over here to the next page. See all of these, just her art here, and then get in here into these characters. Look at these characters right here. You can see. Her style is just her style is just absolutely great. I really do enjoy it. I want to show you some more because there's just so much great stuff here in her work. When you look at the characters, you look at their faces, and just kind of everything going on here. Just look at it. Just look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. I fucking love her artwork. It's great. It's absolutely great. Let me see. There was one that I shared. I showed this particular spread of on Twitter just yesterday after I got done reading this, because it kind of displayed everything that I really like about Skylar Patridge's work. Kind of all within these two pages here, but you can see just kind of the range of emotions that her characters show in their faces. Like in this character right here, man, I could tell, you can see she's all pissed, but if you read the story, you can also kind of tell that she's hurt as well. She's pissed, but she's hurting, and it's crazy, as you can see. Just even. Cassie here in the background, just absolutely great stuff out of Skylar Patridge's work, man. I fucking love it, dude. It's great. We can get here into oh man, that wasn't even okay. I think this is it right here. You can see a lot of her art. It's just great. Let's see. I know there's even more. Even just right there. You probably can't see some of it, some of the finer stuff there on here on the camera, but dude, it's fucking great, dude. I fucking love Skylar Patridge's art, and that's the reason I ended up buying this book, because she's not doing a whole lot of ongoing series or anything like that. I don't really know what else she's actually working on other than this and doing some covers. And you know, like I was kind of fiending for some Skylar Patridge art, and her sequentials that she does in these books are so fucking great. And that's the thing is because like I could go through here and I could show you other books that I'm getting ready to review here today. I could go through all of these fucking boxes that I've got here in the studio filled with fucking comic books, indies, as well as some of the Marvel and the DC shit that I've got. And I can't tell you that there's a whole lot of people who do especially like modern artists that do as good. Like look at that. Like look at this. Like it's not highly detailed, right? But there's enough there. Like a lot of people don't even do that. Let alone you get in here to her characters and see everything going on there. You can see the expressions. You can see the tones. You can see their feelings. Like I can really feel these characters, and I fucking love that about her work, and it's goddamn great. And that's why I had to buy this book. Because I first seen her art in a book on Vault Comics, which is kind of the gateway. They were my indie gateway publisher that got me into indies. A book called Relics of Youth that she did the art on. I remembered her art from there, and I was like, oh, cool. And I seen her in. I think the next thing I definitely remember was she did Volume 2 of Resonant with David Andry on Vault Comics as well, and I really enjoyed her artwork in there. And then seeing just any of the other books that she's done the art in, and then getting into this, like I would buy this book just for the art itself inside of the book, even if the story sucked. But I read this issue #1, and I thought the story was actually pretty good, and I would recommend it if you like, maybe this character. I think this is a newer character too. I think it's a newer character. I don't know. You let me know down in the comments below if you have read Artemis Wanted issue #1 and what you think about it. I want to know all your thoughts down there in the comments below. Let's see who else we've got here. Let's see. You can't go wrong with the 80s. Yeah, right? Yeah, there's a lot of good in the 80s. I mean, it's not Marvel in the 80s and 90s either, but it was okay. Right. Eric the Guapo, thank you so much for being here. I think the other chick in that comic is Donna Troy. Could be. Sounds right. That sounds right. Sounds right. Very, very well. Could be. Oh, man, come on. This thing. But then, but I've got this next book here is on Ablaze Publishing. Okay. So this is Life Zero issue number, what is this, 5? 6? Issue number 6 of Life Zero. Now, I'm not really into zombie books or anything like that, and this one, I would say is kind of that. But this book is written by Stefano Vietti. It's got art by Marco Cicchetto, colors by Andreas Massa, lettering by Saida Temofonte. I'll show you those names right there where you can check this out. And what we've got here is this guy. There was kind of this outbreak that was turning people into zombies, sort of, but we learned that's not exactly what it is in the last issue, number 5, and that there is actually kind of a cure out there, which is pretty crazy considering some of the things that our characters in this story have done in just this short amount of time that we've been with them. Some of the killing of the people unnecessarily that they didn't need to kill. We seen our main character, he lost his daughter, and he's lost other members of his unit as well, all for nothing, essentially, for something that could have easily been stopped. They could have easily been cured of, if you will. But it's absolutely great here in this book. And part of that, once again, is due to the art in this book. The art in this book is really nice and highly detailed stuff as well, and it just works really good. And I'm not sure, like, Ablaze seems to get some of these books out here that are like this, that are just like, I don't know, like the creators who are working on these things are just really good at what they're doing when you get into some of these books. Because I know, like, one of the other ones I read, I'm not really into vampires, but I think the first one I read on Ablaze Publishing ever was a book called Vampire State Building. It was absolutely great, and it was very similar in this style as well, where it's just like you get in here and you just got like thing. Come on, there we go. Just got some absolutely great art going on in this book, and the story is pretty captivating as well. As like I said, you've seen this captain here of this crew and his wife basically lost their daughter unnecessarily. Yeah. So very good stuff here, man. I've really enjoyed this series and what's going on here. And from the looks of this, like, I'm not sure if this is the last issue or not, or if there's another issue. I can't remember, because like the very end of it, it just says the end. And I'm like, I mean, is it just like the end of this book, or I can't remember. I don't remember my from the solicits if there's more issues of this coming. But I think Life Zero has been absolutely great. Definitely worth checking out, even if you're not into like zombie stuff. Because like I said, I'm not into zombie stuff and everything like that. I think this book is absolutely great. But let me know down in the comments below if you have read Life Zero and what you think about it. Yes, Eric Guapo says I like Life Zero. Definitely, man, it's great. I'm into post-apocalyptic stuff. Yes. Yes. Crimson Cage, absolutely. Yes. John Lees, Alex McCormack, Ashley Cormack. McCormack, right? Yeah. And yeah, that was a great book. Yeah, I like John Lees. John Lees does some good horror stuff. Jedi Jen, thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing very well this evening. But yeah, Life Zero is great, and yeah, again, like I said, I'm not really into zombies, but I do like post-apocalypse kind of stuff as well, and I think that's part I kind of like about this, and it's a little bit more than about the zombies. And I know people always say like that you should read The Walking Dead because it's not about zombies, you know, it's about this and that and this and that. I'm like, yeah, I know, man. Like, at this point, like at least I could go get it kind of all in, you know, like in collected series now. It'd be easier to read, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe one of these days. Yes. We'll move on here into another one that came out this week. This is A Calculated Man, issue number 2 on Aftershock Comics. This book is being written by Paul Tobin. It's got art by Alberto Albuquerque. It's got colors by Mark Englert and lettered by Taylor Esposito. I will show you those names right there. You can see the creators' faces as well. A little biography. You may have to hit pause or something if you want to read a little bit more about the creators there. But this book right here is about this guy who is in a witness protection program, and he is basically unable to lie. He thinks in numbers, and everything's all mathematics. And we see here, as he's in this witness protection program, that there is actually a the person who is assigned to his case basically is changing. He's retiring, and he's getting the new person there that's going to be working his case. So he is meeting her, and that's what we kind of got a little bit of in the first issue. Get him? And but we learned that he used to be an accountant, and this is why he's in the witness protection program. He used to be an accountant for the mob, and at some point they kind of realize, you know, like at some point the cops are going to catch up with this guy and realize that if they ask him questions that he can't lie, and they're going to ask him stuff and he's not going to be able to lie. And they're like, yeah. And the guy kind of wanted out anyway, so they basically put out a hit on him and wanted to kill him. Well, he ended up going into the witness protection program, but it wasn't exactly quite as easy as he thought, getting caught and things like that. How we find out he ended up getting caught was he robbed a bank. He went in to rob a bank, and that's how he ended up getting caught by the cops without going in for, you know, like for protection or just basically turning against his employers or anything like that. So Very interesting stuff here. But we also see here in the second issue that we learn that he's got somebody he's been talking to. He's got a girlfriend that he's met online dating, and they kind of do some role playing. But we also see here that while he is sitting here doing some of this, he's not actually role playing himself at all, as he is out doing everything he can to try to redeem his name and end up living after all this. And I'll show you this cover right here. Now the thing is, like, this character really reminds me of, man, what was it? I want to say the actor's name is Terrence Hill. Is it Terrence Hill? He was in the movie Boot Hill. He was in They Call Me Trinity. Yeah, it's a movie. He was also in what was it, Super Troopers or Super Fuzz is what I knew it as a kid. But this character in here, like, you can even see here on the cover, it kind of looks like him with the crazy haircut, though. It kind of looks like him with a crazy haircut. But anyway, this series has been pretty fun and interesting so far through these first 2 issues. Definitely interested to see where this is going, how he ends up getting out of his ties with the mob, and if he's going to get off scot-free, and what this new partner has to do with anything, if anything. Because I think she does. But let me know down in the comments below if you have read A Calculated Man and what you think about it. Let's see. Everybody's chilling. Okay. Starships Go to Die, man. This is one. Starships. Where Starships Go to Die, issue number 2 on Aftershock Comics. This book right here, written by Mark Sable. It has got art by Alberto Locatelli. It's got colors by Wancho and lettered by Rob Steen. I will show you those names right there. You can see their names, a little bit of a biography on the creators here. Now, this was one I was talking about the other week when it came out, that I'm sitting there like, I'm sitting there reading and like, you know, like there's just some things like, I don't know, like if they really pertain to the story at all. And so far it hasn't yet, where our main character was being asked to basically go accompany these people to, well, he hadn't been asked yet to go on this sea voyage to find this spaceship that had landed in Point Nemo, which is basically the furthest from any landmass where all starships go to die, basically. When they land on Earth, apparently they just go there and land, and you know, crews get out of them or whatever else happens. And so they go there looking for this piece of technology, but there's a little bit more than that going on here. But in the issue number 1, there's a, you know, like the guy goes off saying, "Oh, you telling me you want the first black man in space to blah 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 blah," and you know, I'm just like, I don't really see what it has to pertain to the story, and it still really don't pertain to the story at all. He's not going into space. He's not driving Miss Daisy anywhere. Certainly in a spaceship. He's accompanying some people on a ship to go find a spaceship that's in the water. So again, something that I still don't see. I still don't see where it played a part in the overall storytelling here. But we see, and then we get into some other stuff here too, just like ridiculous stuff here. You know, like you get in here like the ship they're looking for. This one ends up being a Nazi ship, but they were there hunting down the other racists, which were the guys from the South. They got the rebel flag on there. Them gosh dang racists. They were gonna be the first ones to the moon. And like, I don't know, like, this story could probably be good if there wasn't some of this ridiculous shit in here. Like, obviously you got Nazis in here. I mean, obviously they're racist. I mean, you got, yeah, you know, and the rebel flag, I mean, in the South, I mean, it has, I mean, you could say it's definitely associated with in the South and all of that stuff, yeah, but like, I still don't really see where any of it's really playing a part. Like, what's, like, they keep putting all this stuff in here, but is it gonna have any bearing on the story at all? So far, it doesn't really feel like it, other than saying racists and Nazis and stuff. No, the camera. I didn't freeze up. That's just. That's how I'm still. That's just how I'm still feeling about this book. Like, I don't know, Mark Sable. Mark Sable, I believe he also did Miskatonic on Aftershock, which I really did enjoy. I thought was very good. But let me know down in the comments below if you've read Where Starships Go to Die and what you think about it. And I'll talk about Bunny Mask, The Hollow Inside, issue number 3. I've really enjoyed this series overall. Written by Paul Tobin, who also wrote A Calculated Man that I was talking about just a minute ago. And it's got art by Andrea Muti. Andrea Muti's art isn't for everybody, I'll tell you that much. And this one is lettered by not Dave Sharp. This one is lettered by Taylor Esposito as well. But this one right here, we finally see Bunny Mask get together with B, who is a girl who died in a cave or didn't die in a cave, and is kind of the, I don't know, it seems like she's almost kind of the anchor for Bunny Mask here in the world as well. I don't know, this has been a very good issue number, or second story arc, I guess, volume 2 for Bunny Mask, as we got the Hollow, who is this other character who's going out there where Bunny Mask is going out trying to get rid of the sickness. The Hollow is going out there kind of getting rid of not even just the sickness, but the people themselves, and making them pay for what they are doing, and making as Bunny Mask has been going through trying to find the sickness, taking the Hollow has been taking these people before she gets there, and they are then missing. She completely erases them from everybody's memories and erases them from existence, but Bunny Mask remembers. Very interesting stuff here in this book, in this series. I like what Paul Tobin has been doing in this second volume to kind of mix things up a little bit from what we got in the first series, which I thought was pretty good as well. But let me know down in the comments below if you have been reading Bunny Mask and what you think about it. I think it's another good one. Let's see what else we got this week. This week we've also got from writer Rich Duick, artist Carlos Olivares, Manuel Pupo is the colorist here, and Dave Sharp is on letters. This is The Ocean Will Take Us, issue number 4. And this one has been pretty good, where we see it, like, it kind of reminds me of almost like the Karate Kid meets the Faculty meets, I don't know, maybe that's it. Maybe the Karate Kid meets the Faculty. As we see this new kid, he ends up coming to this new town where his mom got a job for this corporation. They're doing some oceanic research. And so the kid ends up going there and causing some trouble, kind of like Daniel LaRusso, but he's on the swim team. The swim team here seems to be some of the best of the best, but it turns out they've got a little bit of something on that they've been using, a little bit of supernatural kind of entity, maybe, that is helping them, and maybe even possessing and controlling them as well here in this series. This is just seeing all, you know, these kids kind of, as their friends are going missing, and they're trying to track them down here in issue number 4. Very good stuff here in this series. I really have enjoyed this series. The art by Carlos Olivares is definitely something a little bit different. As you can see, like some of the character design here, you know, you can see it get into like her faces, their faces, and things like that. It's something a little bit different than, you know, kind of like, I guess, you know, a lot of what you're used to. You can see even like the little pointy noses, kind of, you know, just that different style. I definitely like this art style. It's something a little bit different, but altogether definitely something I like. And the story here by Rich Duick, I'm thinking this guy has something with the phobia of water, because he did this. He also did Sea of Sorrows as well. I believe that was on IDW. Very good stuff, but all kind of these deep water horror tales. Very good stuff. I think The Ocean Will Take Us is very good. If you definitely want to read something, it's probably for, I would say maybe, I wouldn't even necessarily that it's for younger audiences necessarily, or young adult, but it's definitely one of those kind of, like I said, coming of age kind of stories. Like I said, like The Faculty, like Karate Kid. Some very good stuff in The Ocean Will take us, but let me know down in the comments below if you have read The Ocean Will Take Us. We'll get here into this next one really quick. And if you guys want, let me know what you guys want to talk about after this. I think this might be the last one I have to talk about. If there's anything specific you guys want to talk about, yeah, let me know down in the comments below. Let's see if this, there we go. But the next one I have here is on Aftershock Comics as well. This is We Live. Excuse me. We Live, issue number 4. This is written and the art is by Roy and Inaki Miranda, as well as the colors by Ava Dela Cruz and lettered by Dave Sharp. This is volume 2 of We Live. And this series, man, like, the Miranda brothers here just seem to have a way to tell these stories that are kind of like some heavy shit going on here, but there's some very great emotional beats where we see that we are kind of in this world of hopelessness, but people are still filled with hope. We see here the unfolding of, we see just a great hero's journey here of Tala and Hototo here, and the sacrifices that they have made since these kind of like these alien life forms came to the earth as it was getting ready to basically it was said that it was going to be the world was basically going to be consumed by this wildlife, and we see the humans there trying to basically to survive. And this series has been so great, and here in issue number 4 they do some absolutely fucking heavy emotional shit in this book, man. I'm telling you, like this particular book almost made me fucking cry, man, because not only like the art is good in it, but like because these characters, if you've read this since the start, you're kind of invested in them and knowing where Tala and Hototo have come from, and kind of all that, his hero's journey, going through there and seeing that, getting this little flashback here in this issue from when they were kids, telling this story right here that fucking absolutely pulls at my fucking heartstrings, dude. Like I'm telling you, this shit has some really, really good hero tones to a really good hero's story, hero's journey. Everything that you could want out of a good superhero comic book is right here in We Live. The Miranda brothers are fucking killing it with We Live. I absolutely love this book. I definitely think it's a recommend. And here in issue number 4, the penultimate issue of the second story arc is absolutely great. But let me know down in the comments below if you have read We Live, Age of the Paladins, and what you think about it. We'll get here into the live chats and chat with you all for a little bit. Before we get ready to get out of here. I'm sure there's plenty that we have to talk about, right? I'm sure there's plenty we have to talk about here. Let's see. Let's get down here. Let's get down here where I can talk to you guys a little bit. There we go. That a little bit better. There we go. Yeah. All right. Oh, here, give me a second. All right, there we are. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Are you excited about the San Diego Comic-Con? Maybe some cool announcements, maybe cool trailers. Yes. Definitely interested to see what we're going to get this year out of San Diego Comic-Con, considering how things have been. Not even just like because of the last couple of years, but also because of the last time they did it. They, Marvel didn't go, DC didn't go. There was really no kind of Hall H announcements or anything like that. Like that. So that is definitely going to be interesting to see what's going to come out I think, you know, we've all obviously got San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, and then D23 is going to be coming up shortly thereafter. So, you know, they've got to be saving some. But I think the D23, a lot of that is going to be more of, excuse me, stuff that's going to be focused on the Disney Plus streaming service. I'm just guessing, a little bit more wider range of stuff like that. And where I think here they'll be doing more of the Marvel Studios movie announcements, as well as probably even teasing some of this stuff about some of the upcoming Disney Plus content as well. We all love that content. Yeah. But yes, I'm excited to see that. I'll probably be checking out everybody's streams. I know Chillmonger's going to stream on Saturday. I'm not sure if he's streaming about that or not. I thought he was going to. I know Josh is going to be doing one over at the Den of Nerds. Going to be doing one. I'll probably be skipping around. Hey, I may do a live stream of my own. Probably not talking about that stuff. I mean, maybe talking about some of that stuff, but yeah. Definitely excited for that. Nick Wilson, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, where is Reefer Man? Is he not here? Oh, he's probably working. Reefer Man probably working. He might be outdoor dashing. John B, thank you so much for being here, my man. Hope all is going well with you, man. Hope all is going well. Jurassic League. No, I haven't. Like I said, I don't really read much DC comics or anything like that. The only reason I ended up reading that Artemis Wanted was because, again, because the artist Skylar Patridge, man. I like her art is just fucking phenomenal. Just great. You're saying execute order 66. What? What I missed there? Oh, Jedi. I was like, what? Okay, yeah, Jedi. Fat fingers. I understand. You got fat fingers. Let's see. Reefer Man is high in the sleep. Yeah, maybe so. He might be. Yeah, and We Live. I think that's what it was. We Live, Age of the Paladins. It is good, man. It's a really good series, man. I like it. Aggressively relaxing, my man. How are you doing? What's up, everyone? How's the ride repairs going? It's done. I got my transmission and everything done, fixed. Truck is done. Good to go. Yeah, I got all those things done Monday evening. Would have had it done a little bit sooner, but I forgot I had to run back to the store to get some gear oil for my transmission, because some of it spilt out, but also because, like, you know, you need a certain kind, and I bought the wrong shit when I was there. I need synchro mesh, not whatever it was I bought. So yeah, it happens. Let's see. He said so on my Twitter. Oh yeah, Reefer. Oh, okay, Reefer Man. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a break. Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, I got it all done, Aglax. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, it wasn't too hard. I mean, I've dropped the transmission out of it before, and I think having some of the experience kind of helps with that, having done it once before, you know. Yeah. Let's see. Lucas Texvenger, my man. He says, "What up? What up, fuckers?" Yeah. That's my peeps doing. Yes, I love it. You ever seen Scarface, fuckers? Yee! I love it. Brian McCann, thank you so much for being here. One of the latest Myrtle Maniacs that we've had to join us, as well as Rhea is one of our newest channel members as well. So shouts out to them. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for being here. So there was something else I was going to talk about. And, you know, it's probably perfect timing. Because Aglax is here, right? Yeah, absolutely, Brian McCann, absolutely. several times. Several times. But this is actually perfect. Aggressively Relaxing is here. Perfect time for the news, right? I want to talk a little bit about what we've got here. We've got Rippaverse. Rippaverse. Let's get into it. Let's see how it's doing, man. Let's see how it's doing. I know he's added more things to the campaign here. Last time I checked, I think it was. I think this morning he said it was nearing $3 million. And of course, everybody out there has their feelings and opinions on exactly why that is. But I mean, ultimately, I think there's a lot that goes into why this thing has been and seen the success that it has been seeing. And I know there's a lot of conversations out there, people talking about, the comic books and stuff like that, and how many of these people actually that are backing, not even backing, but that are buying many of these products actually care about comic books and things like that. To which I would say, absolutely. You see, there's a lot of people that said they haven't bought in years, a lot of people that are first-time buyers, and that is a good thing. That is a good thing. But however, we could easily go into things like, is it going to be sustainable? Is it going to be something that, will ESOM issue number 2 do as good as issue number 1? I seen somebody ask on his stream yesterday if he thinks speculation is affecting some of the sales of this issue number 1 as well, because people into comic books speculate on comic books, so they always go after those issue number 1s of certain books out there in the hopes that they become bigger books and maybe get picked up for TV shows or movies or anything like that, or just become the next big hit. And people are kind of looking to some indies for some of those kinds of things as well as you see like Marvel and DC does plenty of books like that where they come out with a new series to promote a new character. Maybe they have a particular issue of a comic book that you get the first appearance of a character or the first cameo appearance of a character and different things like that that people speculate on, and these books go up or down on the basically the secondary market, and actually sometimes even the first-hand market. A lot of comic shops these days, that's one of the things they do with some of these is they do raise the prices on some of these books that come out, not only because they have a different ratio variance, but also because there are books that come out where a book has been optioned for a movie or TV show before it even hits the comic book shelf. So that makes some of the books go up as well. Other times the book may not go up in price at your local comic book shop, but you will see and go out to your local comic book shop and won't be able to pick it up because a lot of people went out there and bought the issue because they were speculating on it. Maybe it was just highly anticipated and they went and bought up all the copies, different ones out there. It's just something that nerds do. Something we do on that, just in the hopes that you might make a buck. And maybe not. Maybe you're getting into it because you actually want to read the story and the comic book. And that's kind of the thing, is when it comes to this, this issue number 1, is it prone to people speculating on it? I highly doubt it. I think there's probably some of it to that. I mean, the issue number 1 is obviously going to be the first book ever published by this new publisher, Rippaverse. So there's definitely some value to that. In things like that, same as you get out of a lot of these other books out there as well. So definitely, but as far as the speculator market going, second hand market and everything, I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure because with as many new customers and things like that, how many people are out there and getting into it for that, right? There's definitely something to be said for that, but I think there's also just in the fact that it's not even that these books are a rarity, but more so the fact that these books are kind of the first books to launch this company, and something very cool. And I've seen people ask about the continued success of this series. If will the next book that they put out, will it be as successful? Will issue number 2 of ESOM be successful? And I think there's a lot to say when it comes to that as well, because one of the things definitely when you think about it is part of the reason that you end up doing the kind of sales that they have done here on this campaign here. Let's check out this campaign, how it's doing here so far. You get in here and you got, okay, here we go. Total, the campaign goal was 100,000 so far. 3 million, 24,369.73, and of course it's got 64 days left. So obviously they've kind of gone beyond that, and you don't do that. You're not doing those kind of numbers with just comic book buyers, and not just new ones either. I mean, obviously he's got not only comic books here, but also merchandise as well. We've got Rippaverse hats now. We've got posters, Esam, Yaira, t-shirts. Got the Esam, got the Yaira t-shirt. I need to end up getting one of those. Like, I wish they could have a way where you could submit your tickets, where they could take and they could just when all these things come in and combine them into one box. Because I've got like 4 fucking orders gonna be coming in from these guys. But you got the Rippaverse t-shirt. You got these trading cards as well. Going through here again, just looking at some of the different stuff that we've got here for this campaign. And now the thing is, like I said, it's not all the comic book. There's other merch here as well. But you also don't make this kind of money without people back that are buying into this this company, in the sense of purchasing these comic books, purchasing these t-shirts, these hats, these posters, because you also because these people actually believe in Eric D. July, the man who has created this company and launched it to put out these comic books. And I think that's one of the things. I mean, will the next one be as successful? It's hard to say. Will it make as much? It's really hard to say. But I think one of the larger overall things is that a lot of the people that are out there backing this this campaign are here backing it because we believe in this young man and his company and his mission and his goal in trying to put out some comic books that, you know, was something that he, like, if you go back and look at it, wasn't like kind of like I'm sure he probably always thought it would be cool, but it was like really, you know, only a couple of years in the making when he just kind of really started thinking about it seriously. Because I remember being on one of the streams where we started thinking about, like, hey, you know, like maybe one of these days soon, you know, I'm going to get some time and get some shit done. And then lo and behold, here a couple of years later, he's got this book. But I think there's so many people out there that don't want this young man to fail, that don't want this company to fail, that are going to be there backing this book, backing these campaigns, and purchasing the comic books, not only for themselves, maybe for a loved one, but, you know, coming up here in the future of this company. And I think that's one of the bigger things out there when it comes to this kinds of stuff, is it's not only necessarily about the comic book, because it's not even about that with a lot of the comic books either. It's people out there that don't want these creators who are involved in these kinds of projects to fail. They want them to be successful, especially when there's a new company, a startup. A lot of people want to go be on board and be part of that success. Help the person be successful. And I think there's a lot to be said here for that. And I would say in just a little over a week, I mean, what are we at? A week and a half worth of sales at 64 days left, looking at over $3 million. I think there's a lot of people out there who do believe this. I mean, at least, what do we got? At least 33,999. So basically 34,000 people who believe in this young man and this company, this new publisher out there, the Rippaverse, getting ready to come out with Esam issue number 1 here very shortly. And the thing is a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions and everything as well. And part of that is because there's a lot of people out there who just don't like Eric D. July. There's a lot of people out there who just don't like Young Rippa 59 for various different reasons. Maybe it's for a lot of the political things that he talks about on his YouTube channel. Maybe it's because of a lot of the things that he talks about when talking about comic books, a lot of his commentary on there. Maybe it's his you know, his commentary on any of the movies or anything like that, on culture, on the culture war and things like that. And, you know, that's certainly fine. that's certainly fine. You know, there's you don't have to agree with anybody. But that is going to be the reason why a lot of these people, there's going to be a lot of detractors, people out there that don't like it and don't want it to succeed, which to me is just silly. You want somebody to fail. I mean, like, you want somebody to fail. Like, really, think about that. And that's not for everybody. Some people just don't like the guy. That doesn't mean they want him to fail. I would say it leads to it though, right? It almost goes hand in hand. You know, like that person you don't like you're not wishing bad shit on him. Be like, I just hope you don't do it again. I don't hope anything bad happens to you, but I'm perfectly fine if nothing good does. Right? But there's also just other, like I said, misconceptions out there as well, where he's running this like a campaign style where the book is already being printed, it's already paid for. The artists, the colorist, the letterer, everybody involved with the production of this book has already been paid. That was all paid for up front out of his pocket when he started this company, and they are going to be doing fulfilling this campaign on their own. So it's not like your typical Kickstarter or Indiegogo where you are this is essentially what Indiegogo and Kickstarter are not. You can go there on Indiegogo, you can go to Kickstarter, and they will specifically tell you this is not a store. But you get here onto the Rippaverse, this is a store. We're selling comic books and comic book accessories, as you can see. Now, he is running it like a campaign style, so you can see the kind of money it's made, the backers who are out there backing it, the number of backers, the amount that they have donated. I mean, let's take a look at that number right there. Just doing some, you know, like, I can't. It looks like the average is holding up the same. You got 3024. 369.73 divided by 33999. Oh wait, no, I did that wrong. 33999 divided by 024 369.73 equals. Oh man, I did that shit wrong too. But I mean, basically, what we were looking at before was, it was basically like everybody who's going there is spending about $100 per book, per customer, and it looks like it's dropped a little bit below that. Just doing kind of some simple math in my head, but that's still pretty good. I mean, going in, buying a book, buying a T-shirt, buying both books. You know, different things like that. So I don't know. The thing has been successful in this sense, man. You know, launching this company, launching a new company is not easy, but definitely cool how he's kind of doing this. And that's one of the things. Like I said, people kind of have that misconception out there as well, and a lot of people out there want to have that misconception, right? They want to have that misconception, but I think I'm excited to see what this is gonna be and what this is gonna look like, because he's got some great people here working on the art in this book and on these cards and things like that. And I'll get in here and I'll show you guys, see if I can find where we've got some of the different artwork. I can show you some of the artwork from like the main artist of the series, which is Cliff Richards. Why is this thing being all slow, man? Something must be going on here. What's going on here? Ah, there we go. Come on. Being slow. Anyway. Let's see. I don't know much about Rippa. Enlighten me, please. Young Rippa59. He is a well, he's a musical artist. He's now a comic book publisher. He has a YouTube channel here on on YouTube. where he talks a lot about comic books and gets into like the political commentary and things like that as well on his channel. We're talking a lot about that, you know, a lot of like the culture war stuff as well. Just different things like that. And he kind of launched this this book in order as to be just to put out some competing product with the likes of the big two like Marvel and DC, who, you know, many would argue have definitely gone through lately, you know, the past handful of years in putting, you know, politics more on the forefront of their books more so than just writing good stories. And that's however you feel about that debate is completely on you. Like, I've got different feelings on that from fucking almost everybody out there. You know, and my argument is the politics have always been in comic books, but yeah, of course they have been. But again, one of the things is the way it's done, right? In the way it's done. And so there, I mean, there's certainly that. Like I said, there's arguments that people have on their different sides, but there to just kind of put out some kind of non-political, non-kind of identity politics comic books, or people would say non-woke. Really, what he's just trying to do is put out just like some old school comics where, you know, there might be some political kind of allegory that you could look into it for sure, but is overall just telling a good superhero story. So, but that remains to be seen. I guess we'll see once it comes out. Because there's plenty of books that come out there that are I think, and here's the thing, because like my thing is like there's plenty of comic books out there I can tell you that I read that have plenty of political bullshit in them that I think are perfectly fine. They're like some of the better comic books, some of the better fucking movies out there have like their political commentary in it. But again, it's always in the way it's done, right? Like whether you're trying to beat your viewer over the head or your reader over the head with those politics, or the thing I think is when you find like a lot of writers that are good writers do these things in ways that are good and people would never otherwise say anything, because they'll make the piece thought-provoking as opposed to just, oh, hey, here's this, just like beating you over the head with those things, you know, making more of a thought-provoking kind of story. And certainly there's some writers that are better at it than others, for sure. But I would always argue that I think some of the best like movies, comic books, and things out there do have kind of, how we say, political allegories or political connotations to them. Absolutely. But again, the thing is it's how it's done. It's not that it's done, it's how it's done, right? We've certainly talked about that here before. But let's see. Yeah, hey, for 3 million. What? Rhea, thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday Eve. Yes. Can I find these Rippaverse comics in my local place here in Texas? You know what? Honestly, you might be able to one of these days. You might be able to. But for the most part, it's just gonna be online, like through his online store. But I think he said, did hear him say that there are some shops out there who are looking to get books so that, you know, they have a deal that they're going to do for them so they can get these books into their shop and help serve their customers. Yeah. I won't buy the Rippaverse. It ain't woke. Yeah. Yeah. No, damn it. Those damn non-woke comic books. And if you guys follow me here, I mean, you could see like there's plenty of books I read here that have all of that what people would deem as woke bullshit in them. Like there's books I talked about here today that have that shit in them. But again, like I think there's one thing to be said about the fact that a lot of the books that I read where there is a lot of those things in there where they have kind of that diversity and representation. and you know, even some of the gay stuff, and even some of the, like, there was even one that had some like trans stuff in there as well, which actually was one of my fucking favorite comic books over there, by Image Comics, Bolero. But the thing is, like, when you get into these stories, a lot of them aren't the kind of books that these things are. They're beating you over the head with these things. They actually go in these stories, and it fits and it makes sense. It's not just fucking Iceman having a different boyfriend every fucking comic, every other issue, and smooching up and sucking somebody's different wee every other goddamn book. And you know, because like honestly, I don't know what Iceman getting ready to make fucking love and who he's having sex with has fucking anything to do with anything. And you know what? Yeah. But see, you get it? Like yeah, like I don't really give a shit. I don't really give a shit. But again, in the books that I read, a lot of the indies, like, it fits in there because like that's like they're I wouldn't say the stories are even built around that, but whatever's transpiring happens naturally in the story, and that's what. And again, that comes down to exactly what I was saying earlier with a lot of the books, with like the politics and stuff, is not beating somebody over the head. Is the fact that it's well written in the sense that, you know, it's part of the story. They're not trying to push this into anything like where it doesn't go, or where you're sitting there like scratching your head like, what? Well, except for the one I did talk about where the guy was talking about being the first black astronaut and he's not even going into space. It's just yeah. Oh man. Glenn Beck's comic book is doing well. Oh wow, that is unpredictable. Ripper works for a guy who famously gets the dagger on all the New York Times bestsellers. Man, yeah, crazy, huh? He don't actually work for him though. That's crazy. Like that's the funny thing is though, is like he don't actually work for him. He don't actually work for Glenn Beck. That's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. No wokeness, no tokenism. In. Yes, smash the like button. Thank you so much, Rhea, for giving us that reminder. I'm always bad at those reminders. Lucas Texvenger with the 17-month member chat says, "Oh shit, I have a milestone membership chat available." Yeah, man. 17 months. Damn, man. Getting close to those 2 years, man. Soon you'll have that little fancy badge like Mike Porter has there. The universe. Yes. Yeah, his goal was 100,000. Yeah. It's hard to speculate the success of ESOM 2 because we have not gotten the books yet. Yeah, absolutely. It looks good though. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Just did. I believe that that is an accurate assessment. I am in it mostly for the book and the new universe. Good superhero stories are scarce these days, and I am hoping ESOM will fill the void. Yeah, absolutely. Me too. It's a cool story on that comic book. Yeah. Absolutely. Dixie, in the building. Where have you been, Dixie? Where have you been? We've been missing you. If a cesspool like Reddit bans you for mentioning Rippaverse, then they must be doing something right. Right. Yeah. That's funny. Books are printed, ready to ship out. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about Moon Knight and the omnibus stories. Which one? What are you talking about? Should divide the total of money by people who contributed. Yeah. I think that's what I did at first, and I think I hit a wrong button. Is what I did. Yeah. It's a shame that our own Aglax did not get that kind of support during the launch of his own indie comic. I know, right? But he still has the most successful crowdfunded comic book out there ever about vacuums. Yes. Yes, $100 a book. That's what the T on his belt is for. How much for the cheapest option? It's $35. $35 for a 96 page $35 for a 96-page comic book, which I would say when it comes to crowdfunded comic books, that's pretty much sounds about right. That sounds about right with when it comes to crowdfunded comic books. And I'll be honest with you, like there's a lot of books. It was funny. I was on Kickstarter today thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I think the days of people doing this whole fucking $25 for a 25 page comic book, 24 page, 25 page fucking comic book, and charging $25 for it is fucking over, man. Like that's done, dude. Like, but yet people still do it. People still do it, and they sell. They fucking sell for $25 for a fucking little, for this, like just like this, like a little comic book like this. The fucking assholes charge $25 for them, and they sell, and they still charge for shipping. Sons of bitches. So I would say 35, getting basically what is essentially a trade paperback or kind of the equivalent of maybe 4 issues. $35, not too bad. Not too bad. I'd say it's comparable to a lot of the crowdfunded books out there for sure. Number 59 is a grifter. I mean, how? I've been telling dude, let me get in on this scam. I got a solid idea for exceptional. Well, you know what? You got to write this story and submit the story. Remember, Mark Rippaverse as if it's part of Comicsgate. Actually, he hasn't. Because, like, the thing is, like, he's not part of Comicsgate. Is he friends with people in it, like EVS? Yeah, absolutely. But I think it is kind of funny. That, yeah. But I don't give a shit about politics in my stories. Is it a good story? Right, exactly. Is it a good story? That's exactly the point. Is it a good story? And I think, like I said, I think there's plenty of stories in movies, comic books, and shit out there that have fucking politics in them. That are fucking great stories. Like I said, some of my favorite movies and shit like that have exactly that shit in them. Have exactly fucking political bullshit in them. But again, they're written by good writers who know how to write shit like that. Like somebody I would trust writing a story like that, a good political thriller. Somebody who's fucking doing it. James Tynion IV. He knows how to fucking write good stories and not beat you over the head with any particular viewpoint or political stance. He's basically going to show you both sides. He's going to give you the fucking story. He's going to give you all that bullshit. And that's even better because it's fucking like engaging and you want more of that shit. Like Department of Truth. Like it's fucking great. Like I said, like a lot of the best comic books out there have that in there. But it doesn't always necessarily have its place either, you know. Like, yeah. Doesn't mean I believe them. I'm a bit different than most, though. Yeah. Absolutely. Me too. I know about politics. I have a tick named Polly. She's Polytick. Oh, Mike Shield Porter. Yeah. The problem comes when the entertainment becomes preachy at the expense of being entertaining. Yeah. Absolutely. Remember if it gets triggered over Superman slogan, truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. Well, yeah, because it's stupid. But I mean, like, Lucas is all laughing. Yeah, but like, have you seen all the other stupid shit that people get triggered? And that's the funny thing is like people nitpick about this kind of shit, and I get it. Yeah, that's fucking funny. But like, you're triggered over Rippa, so how silly is it? Right? It's the same thing. Like he's triggered over True Justice and a Better Tomorrow. You're triggered over him. You're triggered over the fucking mention of his name. Right? Because the second we started talking about it, the second we brought it up, you're in here fucking click-clacking away writing a fucking novel, right? Like, you're triggered by him. So, like it's like this. How is it any different? Like, it's fun. Like, and that's a fucking thing. That's a funny thing. Fucking nerds, man. fucking nerds act like they're the only ones that are justified in being triggered by shit, and then get off on laughing at some other fucking nerd triggered by some shit, right? And saying, look at this fucking look at that. Like I'm not sure who the person picking their nose and eating their boogers is. Is it the person laughing, or the person laughing at them, or is it the person laughing at them? Like, I don't know. Who's the one that's picking their nose and eating the boogers? I don't know. I gotta get ready to go here, though, guys. We're gonna get through the last of these chats really quick, and and we're gonna call it a night. Marvel was selling a TV accurate Moon Knight costume. Don't you start with me, Brian McCann. You son of a. Okay, Christopher Bark says, I buy my woke comics by trade paperbacks. Get more material of the wilderness. I got a decent stack of floppies. Yes. Yeah, you should see my floppy. It's a pretty decent size. Wait, what? That's right, you can find a free copy of my book, Suck It Up, Old Man, on my Instagram, boy. Oh, bio. Sorry, I thought you said boy. Boy. Yeah, absolutely. The Beskar scenario. What is up? How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Christopher Bark says Fox News made article Erica July's non-woke comic defies cancel culture. That's what Comics Gate does. Okay, like yeah. All right. One of my floppies is Chaos Comics Lady Death. Yes. Very good stuff. Obi-Juan the homie, my man. How are you doing? Having a great San Diego Comic-Con week. I've scooped up some exclusives and killer variant covers from Comics. Nice. So you got tickets? You're going, Obi-Wan the homie? No fair, man. No fair. You got any extra tickets? Got an extra ticket? You got an extra ticket? Got an extra ticket? An extra ticket? Come on. Oh. I agree, and A Better Tomorrow isn't the best, but Superman is a writer. You know, he'd be tinkering with his slogan all the time. Yeah, eat my hammer. Yeah, eat my hammer. Mike Stanfield Porter says, I'm not triggered by politics or other people. I'm triggered by people who can enjoy all the art that is given to them on a platter. MCU haters, trigger me! Says Mike Porter. Yeah! Woo! All right. Guys, I've got to go, though. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. You buying the Moon Knight costume or the Moon Knight? I doubt it. If anything, I'd make my own Moon Knight costume here at the house. Yeah, I'd make my own. I'm kind of a cosplayer. I kind of do like Roger Rabbit. I'm only triggered if it's funny. all good and well. But thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Again, if you're not already, please make sure you subscribe. Click the little bell and all that good stuff. Give this video a thumbs up. Share the stream out with your friends. Tell them to come hang out here. Listen to my terrible opinions. And share their terrible opinions down in the comments below. Thank you so much. Shout out to all of the Myrtle Maniacs for all of their continued support. You all have a very good day. And we'll see you all tomorrow on the Trailer Park Live. Later. Yeah.